Livepeer tokens on their exchange for US citizens. Welcome everyone to another episode with TitanNode, the #1 place to delegate your stake. Today we're going to be talking about the new listing, the final frontier of the last exchange that really matters when it comes to listing LPT. Now, in the earlier part of this year, we had LPT listed on Kraken, Binance Global, a bunch of other exchanges that are very big, but now we have it officially listed on Binance US. So this is a pretty big opportunity for people in the United States to get into Livepeer where maybe they couldn't before. So let's just jump into it and let's talk about the new announcement as well as some general upticks in the protocol today. So I'll put me down at the bottom right and let's jump through it together. So Livepeer is currently trading at $33.96. Let's just go ahead and refresh that. So it's up quite a bit from where it was before. In the last, let's bring it back about a year. At the beginning, about 1 year ago, we were sitting at about $4. We hit a big pump here. This was November 11th when Bitcoin also hit all-time highs. So a lot of coins hit all-time highs during this part. Livepeer, no exception. It did really, really well and traced back a bit. The nice thing about Livepeer is it traced back, but it still had some nice resistance anywhere along the line that you might have purchased in here. So, today we're talking about price. And if you got in at any point in the previous, last year, you're probably doing all right. And if you were staking your tokens, you're probably up 15% just in LPT because of the staking rewards, right? And not to mention the ETH rewards and some other stuff you get. So the LPT is pretty strong. The big announcement today comes from Binance US. Binance US will list Livepeer. Deposits are now open, right? So this is 1 day ago this happened. And Binance is opening up, I guess, 3 pairs. So LPT USD, LPT USDT, and LPT BUSD. So this is the Binance USD. So three stable coins is trading against. And the pairs open on February 9th for deposits. Now, obviously, we have to wait until trading is live before it withdraws. So withdrawal will be enabled once trading is live. But for now, you can go ahead and deposit your LPT onto Binance US, which is really great. So big announcement coming out, and likely maybe even due to this little rise here. So this is Binance International, so Binance.com. And this is probably their own announcement that caused this price to come up here. This is February 9th on this day here. So it was about $29 and it peaked up to about $34. So this announcement probably caused this price to rise, but otherwise we've seen some pretty stable price action even during the big downturn here in January. You can see that everything took a hit. Livepeer was no exception. It also took a hit. But now we're climbing back up, and hopefully, into the new year of 2022, we're going to see some great gains. I quickly want to go over Livepeer metrics. Livepeer, it's been steady. The amount of transcoding minutes now, we're doing about 3.2 million transcoded minutes per week. So this actually last week was the second highest amount of transcoding minutes in the history of Livepeer. So there was only one week where it got up to 3.6 million, and now we're at 3.2 million. So the adoption of the network, you can see, is still rising. Fee volumes are still increasing. The fees will adjust based on price per pixel. So it's kind of, they probably bounce around a little bit more just because apps are testing the platform and whatnot. So fees are doing well. Participation rate is right around that 50%, which is the mark. We also recently just had a vote. So this is the Confluence upgrade. You can go to the voting here, and you can see that there is only 20 hours left to vote for Confluence, right? So Confluence is the migration to Arbitrum Layer 2, which is going to unlock very low fees for engaging with the Livepeer network, right? So you're going to be seeing low fees for delegating, low fees for calling reward So it's going to really improve the efficiency of the whole network. And this vote is coming out, and we should see it live around February 21st. So if you are into Livepeer, watch for February 21st. Big day, big announcement, big stuff coming. So key date coming up in about just under 2 weeks. So watch out for that. Also, we have the Web3 index. We'll quickly do a dive into this. Livepeer is sitting at number 2, one behind Allweave for revenue, right? So Allweave is sitting at the highest amount of revenue right now, which is great because it's a file storage protocol. And Livepeer is number 2. So for the amount of revenue that Livepeer is bringing in, I don't think it gets talked about enough, right? Even I was reading a tweet there that 80% of the bandwidth done over the internet is done through video, right? So 80% of the cost, 80% of the bandwidth is all video. If you think about that, that means every video that you watch on the internet or gets live streamed on the internet needs to be transcoded, so that we can bring down that bandwidth and we can access multiple bit rates and all these kinds of things. So it's a very large market, transcoding. I suspect it's not going away either, because with the introduction of 4K, 8K video, transcoding just becomes more and more important as we go into those higher resolution, higher quality streams and videos in general, right? So Livepeer is number 2, which is excellent, and you can see the fees are coming in. And obviously, Web3 index is a great place to look at. Truly decentralized, truly really permissionless and Web3 protocols. So really like that. We'll jump into Titan Node's backend as well. Titan Node, I mean, we just launched a public pool beta. So obviously all these metrics are kind of wonky right now as we're launching the beta for getting in. So as you can see, there's only about 6 streams coming into the pool right now. And we have about 1 transcoder per region. So the pool's still quite small, but that's fine because the streams are they're fluctuating, but within being able to handle it, right? So if we have the transcoder pool here. This is the new interface for Titan Node pool. So Titan Node moved to a pool. Probably do a big announcement on that maybe when we move into like an official release. Right now it's still in beta. You can actually download the miner here. So this is app.titan-node.com. And you can actually just click download miner here on the left. And if you're interested in joining the pool, you can download the Windows version here. And there's some instructions and requirements to get into it. But yeah, this is the dashboard for the people in the pool. Still currently building this out, testing out the idea of a public pool and making sure that it makes sense for Livepeer, right? So that's the pool. It's doing well. And yeah, the last thing I quickly want to go over before we end this live stream is the ETH Denver, right? So if you are new to Livepeer, Livepeer sponsors ETH hackathons, right? So we have ETH Denver coming up. This is the open invitation to come build with us. And if you're in Denver, Livepeer is giving away a bunch of money for bounties. They're doing free prizes and I think coffee. They're trying to raise $5 million to invest. ETH Denver itself is raising $5 million to invest in projects that shine in 2022, as well as some other grants and some other interesting stuff. So Livepeer is contributing in this and building out that Web3 infrastructure, Web3 system. So pretty exciting stuff. And yeah, that's what I wanted to announce today was that under markets here on CoinMarketCap, if we head back, Binance.US will be listed under here and probably bring in a lot of liquidity and a lot of depth. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed